My name is Sherman Witcher. I'm from Franklin County, Virginia, and I'm running for the State Senate office of the 20th District.
The 20th District, what does that encompass? Because I want to know exactly how you had to go about the process of actually getting people to, sign a petition? What do they do? How do you get to be a candidate?
Well, first of all, let me back up a second. I forgot to tell you about my wife. I didn't forget. I have a wife, have 5 kids and say 8 grandkids. First of all, you have to make sure you ask my wife, can I run for office? Don't think about it. So first of all, you get that taken care of. So I asked my wife about running for office. She said, go run for office. Only thing was available was the 20th District Senate seat. How do I go about it? First of all, you got to find the county people that's in charge of if you want to run as a party. But if you don't run as a party, you go call the state, which is the Virginia Election Board, and they will tell you the different steps you have to take. And it is a process. I know you might think so, it ain't nothing to it, but it is a long, hard process. They'll give you paperwork and tell you what you got to sign up for and give you your deadlines, and you better keep sure that you keep up with the deadlines, because if you miss the deadlines, you've done all that work for nothing and you won't become a candidate, because they have that like a March 20th deadline to fill out all their paperwork, no matter if you're running for party or not. And if you miss that deadline, you actually cannot run. I mean, you just dead on arrival. So if you run as an independent, which I'm an independent, I ran, you have to go and find out, first of all, where your district is. And that was a hard thing, because now they didn't gerrymander and cut the district up so hard, you have to figure out where the people you getting signed are. They could be right beside each other, and like you step over a line and they in a different district, 19th district, 15th district, and they all in the same county, and I'm running for the 20th district. I went through 1,500 people just to get 600 people names to get 300 of them right. So it is a grueling process to walk up to people and say, hi, my name is Sherman Witcher. I'm running for the 20th District Senate seat. Oh, sure, I'll sign for you. When I first started, I was just taking anybody to give me a signature. So that's how I got messed up. I had pages and pages and had 3 people that was in my district, and the rest of them were just conversations, which is all right, good to have a conversation, but they don't get you on the ballot. You got to make sure they're qualified voters in the district, and they didn't change. Because used to be, all you had to do is have a name and a half address. They ain't got a name, parts of the Social Security, if they give it to you, but not so much Social Security. But you got to make sure they have a full address, because if you don't have the address, they won't count it. And if you don't have a full name, they won't count it. But some years back, is all you had to have a name, and they looked it up and they counted it. They won't do it now.
So what is the 20th District? Where does that stretch from to where, and what parts of what counties and what parts of what cities,
right.
towns?
The 20th District starts in Rocky Mount, because we right on the corner. I just did make it in. So we go Rocky Mount all the way down to the county line in Pinhook on the right-hand side of Walmart, or 40. If you go on the left-hand side, you're in a different district. So you pretty much, it's half of the county of Franklin County all the way up to Henry County. And when you get up in Henry County, all of Henry County is in the 20th District. And you can go right in Henry County and go up towards Stewart, where all of Patrick County, a corner of Carroll County, a corner of Grayson County, and Galax City. And then if you go down towards Pennsylvania County, you got parts of Gretna, and then it comes out, follows 29, just right there at 29, real close to the road, all the way down to Danville. And the south end of Danville is part of the 20th District. The north end is not. But when you go on in Danville, you're going out like going down 58, you go into Halifax. Most of all of Halifax is the 20th District. But if you look at it, it looks like a blob, like somebody dropped a big bubble. There's nothing just normal that you can say, oh, I get this half. And that's when you're trying to get people to say you want to sign a petition and figure out where they live. I had a map, and then that wouldn't clear. I had to get the geological people to show me, and just about come down and we grid it out to make sure that you are not way over here, because you can be riding down 40 and all of a sudden when you hit the county line, you're in another district for about 10 miles, then you jump back into the 20th district. So it is a concept.
So how many places did you go to? How many people did you talk to? How many places did you, hopefully hand out flyers and get people to sign petitions. That must have been an arduous process.
Well, I had to do this twofold. I was starting out to try to hand out flyers and talk and get the petition signed at the same time. That didn't work. That lasted all about 2 hours. So what I ended up doing is just getting the petition signed, which I had to talk to around 1,500 to 2,000 people to get that done, because so many people, they didn't know where they vote. So some of them I just got them to sign it anyway, but the paper don't hold but 12 signatures. So you do the math, 12 to get 300 some names, or to get 600 names, and then you have to get each one of these certified. And some people say, well, you can get people to help you, but the way the rules have changed, getting someone to help you, you have to make sure they get certified that they saw that get done, and it becomes a situation. The further you hand your business down, it just makes it complicated. So it was easier for me to just do it myself. Then I was already certified and could do it. And then when I got it certified through the whoever you to sign your name certified, they just have to sign it once, and you have to go and vouch for somebody that didn't do it the way they're supposed to do it legally by law, because they done got so tight. They want you to be legal by law, this and that. So you have to do that. It was a lot of names, a lot of process. I went from, I spanned out real far. I went to Danville and Martinsville, went up in Patrick County, and what I found was I was stretching myself so far, I'd never get those names, so I had to ease back into a narrowed down. I came back to Rocky Mountain and got the balance of them in the area, and went to the center of the area where I would say older voters were, that I know they were guaranteed to at least be ready and certified to vote, and that's how I got them names. If I'd have kept spreading it out the way I was doing, I'd never got them. It's just too hard.
Once you get all these names and papers and whatever, what happens? What do you got to do? Who do you got to give them to? And they got to go through a process too.
Well, I thought you had to mail them to the Board of Elections in Richmond, but I was wrong, and I'm glad I was, because if I'd had to mail them and they had to back check and recheck, I'd have never made it in, because half of them were wrong. I didn't write some of the little, they wanted you to have like a little certified date on it, and I didn't have that on it. See, all these papers have changed, because I ran before, and none of these papers like that. Like I said, you just had to write the name down and count it, and the voting registrar will look it up. They don't look up nothing now. They'll look up to make sure you got the right name, but they ain't gonna look it up to help you. They will look it up to make sure they go either count it or not count it. You CAD to your local register. So if whatever county you live in, that's the county you CAD to, and they will straighten it out for whoever you run for. I thought it was to the Board of Elections in Richmond, but it's not, and I'm glad it wasn't. It's local. So I had to go over there about 5 times because this was wrong, that was wrong. I even got in there one day and I had to actually do the paperwork in her office, sit in the back room, and it took me an hour just to sign and make sure I had the right little numbers, and you had to do your driver's license. And I mean, all these things that I had overlooked, but we got it done, and I have to give thanks to them. They helped me do that, and because if it hadn't been for them helping you through it, you still wouldn't have got it done. It's a process, and it's a good thing that some of the officials that do their job, and they do it well. Thank you.
Okay, one quick question to wrap up the segment. So people really don't know what district they're in sometimes. There used to be a voter registration card that told your Senate and your House district on it. I don't know if I've seen any of those in a while. So maybe they could make the process a little easier by make sure everyone has those anymore.
Well, they said they got some kind of number, and I don't recall what it is, but if you ask them, they'll tell you it's a number that you can call and tell them who you are, and it'll come up as a voicemail and tell you exactly. But the easy way I did, when I got the map, I got a general idea of what road is this, and I know, if, like I said, if you're going down Walmart on 40, like going down towards the county line, everything on the left side of the road is a different district, everything on the right side is 20th district.
Okay, thank you.